Hello all, and welcome to this very simple uh, clone stamp tutorial in Adobe Photoshop CC. I'm just going to be going over a couple of ways that I know how to clone stamp a photo. Clone stamp is a really useful tool, and I think it's something that everybody has a use for. So what you're going to want to do is start up here in the toolbar panel and go ahead and click the lasso tool. You can use the pen tool, the quick selection tool, anything to get those marching ants around the selection that you want to clone stamp. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to be using the lasso tool. It's going to be a really quick, sloppy way to clone stamp and show you guys how it works. Um, so the first thing you're going to want to do is draw an outline around whatever you want to clone stamp. I'm going to clone stamp this gentleman who's out in the middle of my field that I want to be empty. So I'm just going to make a quick lasso tool selection, and what you want to do is see those marching ants. Um, After that, all you're going to do is hit the delete button, and this fill box will show up, and you're just going to click OK, and it magically erases him. Very simple, but very effective, and I mean it really does look good. I mean it looks like he was never there in the first place. Another way to do it, I'm going to Command Z him back in. And another way you can do it is just by using the clone stamp tool itself here. So you're just going to have this little circle here. You can change the sizes with the different brackets. If you're going for more small, intricate details, I would suggest going with a smaller bubble here, and you just want to zoom in and get what you can. Like I said, for this, it's going to be really quick and sloppy, so I'm just going to kind of keep it somewhat large. So what you're going to do, if you have a Mac, which I do, you're going to hold down Alt, Option, and it's going to show up this little target area. And what this is going to do is basically set a point what's going to clone stamp over top of this gentleman. So I want something that's going to kind of fill the background and kind of copy it as well. So up here on his hands where it's kind of a lighter yellow grass, I'm just going to click on that. And just while you're holding Alt, just click down on it, let go. And then you can kind of see over top of him what it's going to clone stamp over him. So you're just going to kind of do some clicks. I don't suggest doing the whole thing, because what will happen is if you mess up like this, if you hit Command Z and you undo it, it's going to undo everything you've done. So just kind of quick clicks like this, and then what I'm going to do now is come down here in Alt where his torso is. It's a different shade of grass, so I'm going to click over here, Alt click that, so that way when I clone stamp over his body, it still um, looks pretty similar. This over here, I'm just going to click this way and come over here. And you can also see when you click too, on that left side, it shows up a plus sign that just shows you where it's cloning from. And then from there, you just click him away, and that's it. Another good thing that this is used for, like if you were wanting to get rid of some graffiti, maybe somebody wrote something inappropriate on it or whatever. Again, I'm just going to use the lasso tool and just do a really quick outline of this graffiti. Going to go all the way around. It's very sloppy, but alright, once you've got that, you just hit the delete button, click OK. Of course, it's going to take it a minute because this is a really big fill. It almost fills out the whole page. But you can see, I mean, down here in the corner, there's a little bit left. But in general, I mean, this is a really, really useful tool. Just one more example here. This lady with an umbrella, she's on this sand dune that I just want to get rid of her and see just the clouds. So what I'm going to do here, and the reason I put this photo in is because down by her legs, there's a hard line between the sand and her, or in the sky, rather. And Adobe's done such a really good job with this. You can actually just take your line on around through the sand over those hard lines. And when you hit delete and click OK, it does a fantastic job of, finding where the lines are and being able to establish what fills what. and where the line is supposed to go. And so I think it does a really good job of that, but you can see in this picture, I mean, it looks like she was never even there, like the picture was meant to be without her. So anyways, guys, I hope you like this tutorial, and please comment some reasons that you've used the clone stamp tool.